Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, it's official. President Trump has been sworn in and his administration has now started officially. So I'm going to do what are the next 4 years going to look like for the United States. It's very difficult when you're doing that far out because so many things can change, but we can get a general energies of the administration that is coming in and the projection that they are going to have, right? Because it's not a prediction, it's a projection of the current energies. So let's see, they seem all revved up and ready to go. And let's see, what are the next 4 years of this administration? Let's put it this way: what do they hope to accomplish, right? Because life throws us curveballs. Man proposes and God disposes, as they say. So, President Trump, number 47. Does this administration look like? What are the projections for the United States of America and the world in general? The projections for the United States of America under President Donald J. Trump. All right, cards are ready. Wow, lots of action. Wow, wow, wow. The whip. Oh, clover. All right, well, that's not bad. Child. Might be a lot of things to do with children or new beginnings. I gotta make sure these all fit in. Polar bear. Wow, cutting out the scythe. Maybe might be a lot of jobs, activities around jobs. Ooh, that's not good. Crossroads. The third year is going to be the best. Fourth year, okay, so I'm going to read them this way: first year, second year, third year, fourth year. But this is the general overall energy projections. Right off the bat, things are going to be cut out. Quite a bit is going to be cut. There's going to be decisions that are going to be made, and these are actually good and lucky. And I think that that Doge, Department of Government Excess or whatever, I think they're going to be cleaning house a lot, but it's going to be really good. It's going to be really good. It doesn't feel lucky for the people who are losing their job. It feels lucky for the taxpayer, and it creates more efficiency in the government. And I think that that actually is going to happen right away. We've got the scythe here. I think between February and October is when most of the decisions are going to be made, and some departments will get off lucky and some won't. But it's going to be very dramatic. The dead weight will definitely happen, and the harvesting will happen. The harvesting will happen. So that is actually a promise that's going to be kept. Now, I'm thinking that I still think there's going to be another attempt on him. I don't like this whip and the coffin next to each other. To me, that's an attack. That would be, if I was doing a crime reading, that would be like a murder or um, definitely attack, especially with the scythe here, an unprovoked attack. And something public. So that's why I'm thinking there might be something coming up. I think that initially there's going to be a loss of jobs. I think there's going to be a loss of jobs in the second year for whatever reason. But here's the good news: when one door closes, another door opens. So here we have this major loss of jobs. Could be something in the government, right? Could be affected with that. But here's the great thing: is right beside it is the child and the polar bear, and the clouds break open. So your efforts will bear fruit. So there's something that they propose in the second year that is going to be difficult for jobs, perhaps, because that's what the garden is. The garden is the jobs and social circles and whatnot, and with the whip here is difficulties and end. So that's why I'm saying it could be the end of those difficulties as well, because the next year, the third year after that, is going to be the most important year. It's going to be like when one door closes, another door opens. And the door that opens is actually amazing. It's brand new beginning. So there might be I mean, by this point, by year three, we might have new technology that AI has developed. We might have new space technology. We may have new jobs, because your efforts will bear fruit. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I think the second year here will be the most painful, whether it is a drop in the stock market, or I don't think so. There's no real money around here. It's more or less jobs and society. And but when one door closes, another door opens. And especially here, if you look at the dark clouds are close to the whip, and the choices that have to be made, the hard choices that have to be made, sending people back to their country of origin, for example, maybe that's going to kick off. And really, that's going to collapse some jobs, because look at the hotels that are keeping them, and all of a sudden they have to leave. Well, who's filling those hotels? And what does that do to those jobs, or NGOs? Or, I mean, there's an industry around illegal immigration. There, in every country, there's an industry around illegal immigration, whether it's even just all the lawyers and judges and whatnot. The government employees that are trying to make these people legal, right? So there's going to be some kind of collapse, and I think it's directly related to some of the policies that are going to come in the first year. And there's some kind of collapse, but when one door opens, another door, or one door closes, another door opens. And this door is actually going to be very important and very lucrative, very lucrative. And the sun will shine once more, and it'll feel like fresh beginnings. It's going to be like, okay, like, if you ever cleaned out a closet and you threw out a bunch of stuff and it feels so good, and it's like you've got these fresh beginnings, and you can see all your clothes and you see all your stuff. And whenever you do like a big clean out, or if you have a garden and you clean out that one section, all the underbrush, and clean it all up and plant new flowers, like, it just feels so good to get all that done. It's a lot of work, might cost you some money, but once it's done, it's done. And I think in the third year is going to be the golden year. In the fourth year, I actually see a change, a big change. And it is, I think, Vance will become president in the fourth year for whatever reason. I did that one reading, and or eventually, sometime before Trump leaves, Vance will be president. Vance and his wife, here they are, the younger couple, they move into the White House. Trump is going to have a lot of friends. This administration is going to be very friendly. He said, well, we're not friendly to the Mexicans or the other people we're kicking out. But no, people are going to stand by what other countries. He's going to have a lot of countries that are his friends, that are genuine friends. This is loyal. This is loyalty. He's got a lot of people around him who are very loyal, um, and want to work. But I'm seeing that by the end of um, the administration, in 4 years, we'll see Vance as president for whatever reason. Perhaps the attempt renders, maybe Trump is like, yeah, you've got this. We did it. I completed what I wanted to do. The injuries that I have or whatever I have, we need to move on from. And I know a lot of people gave me, you never mind about that because Trump's not a quitter and whatnot. But um, if your health, it might be something like not even an impeachment or anything. Maybe it's something like if your health isn't the best, and maybe he doesn't want to repeat what happened with Biden, that everybody had, stories about him and his cognition and whatnot. um, he might be passing it on in the fourth year. So he goes out on a high note. He goes out on this third year where everything that he has done, he's accomplished, and he's been proven right that this is a brand new golden year beginning. So short-term pain, long-term gain. All right, let's get a deeper dive here. So Trump's administration, 4 years, 4 years, 4 years, 4 years. There is going to be a big death during his administration. That's going to be quite upsetting. Doesn't necessarily mean it's him. It's just, there might be two. There might be two. That prophecy of 3 presidents going down in a row might come true. There might be 2 deaths that are upsetting to people, to society, not necessarily directly to him. Donald Trump, 4 years, 4 years, 4 years, 4 years, 4 years. His wife might have a big say in, perhaps if he does get injured in some kind of attack, his wife might have a big say in that and saying, okay, Donald, you did it, enough, go out on a high note. She has a big decision to make. She's a really big decision to make. Something about Barron too. Perhaps he rises to the top. It becomes a very important part of the story. Cards are ready. Oh, that was an interesting cut. Yeah, imprisonment on top of the whip. Official person. Unexpected income on this third year. Message of concern. Expectation. Change. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a change. Change in the White House, guys. Journey. Privileged lady. Distant horizons. Yeah. You will be saying President Vance. Occupation. Thief. On top of the change. And great fortune. This is absolutely, when he says a golden age, I'm telling you, it's going to be a golden age. Jobs are going to be so abundant. I've got goosebumps here. Jobs are going to be so abundant. We definitely are the America is definitely going into a golden age. Is it going to be right away? No, I think we have to clean up a lot of things first and change a lot of things. I think a lot of people will be leaving the United States here. I think, especially in the next 3 months, there's going to be a lot of people leaving by official border guards. It's certainly going to be something very official, like the border guards, like they're tightening up the borders. The next 3 months are going to get rid of most of them. Most of them are going to be out of here, and a lot of them won't be expecting it. I think for the most part, the next 3 months are going to be big numbers. And I think they'll have the most of them done by October. I'm not kidding you. This is how fast it's going to go. I think by October, of course, there's going to be stragglers or final ones, but I think the bulk of it will be gone by October. And I think it's because um, the they're just, if you don't leave, you're going to be in prison kind of thing. And that's a big change for them. They've been running around, they've been welcome, they've been ruling the roost, and that's a huge change for them to be trapped. Yeah, there's a big change coming in society, like a huge change. And a lot of people I think there's going to be a lot of people imprisoned here. I really do. I think a lot are going to choose to go, and the ones who don't choose to go are going to be in prison somehow. I honestly think it's the second year is going to be the roughest year. The first year I'm getting like rah rah, let's do this. Yeah, let's do this. This is awesome. But this change is actually going to trap a lot of people in like I said, I think it's going to change a lot of jobs because there is an industry. There's, social workers. There's, even the medical care they get. Like, who hands out all the money that they get, the hotels that they stay in. I mean, feeding and watering millions of people is a industry, looking after them and whatnot. And I think that's going to be part of the big change. I think a lot of people will find themselves in jail. Even just trying to fight any of this. Um, but I want to tell you again, there is with the privileged lady here, unexpected income, message of concern. Message of concern can also, because it's surrounded by good cards. Really? I think people are going to be surprised that how well they're doing by year 3. Actually, by year 3, I think dreams are going to come true. I think people are, they won't believe their good luck. The jobs are going to be so plentiful, so plentiful. But the sad thing is I'm still seeing that Trump is going to run out of time uh, in the White House. I'm not saying that he's going to pass. I say that there's going to be something that changes his ability to complete 4 years. Um, so whether that's his health or the attempt on him, um, I think whatever is attempted on him, the person will be in jail. But here's the great fortune. The great the great fortune card's the best card in the whole reading, and what it does is it sprinkles its gold on everything. So even things that are bad aren't that bad. You go and you think you broke your ankle, you get in there and it's just a sprain, but it's still out of commission. But I mean, it's just a sprain. So things that aren't that bad actually turn out to be well. So if there's an attempt on his life, he doesn't die, but perhaps he's left with some kind of impairment or whatnot. But I think once this golden year comes in, I think he's going to reevaluate. He's going to see the job that JD is doing, and and perhaps he'll feel confident in handing it over to JD. Okay, now I've done what I've wanted to do. I've laid the tracks for you. All you have to do is keep it going, and um, I think that's what's going to happen. And I think Melania is going to be a big part of that. Saying, like perhaps, for example, no different than, if you're married and your husband is stressed at work or whatever, he's working too hard, he has a heart attack, you would tell him, quit, retire. You don't need to do this. And I think she's going to be a big part of that. I think that part of Barron rising up and maybe, somehow his hand is going to be in this. Maybe Donald feels strong enough. I know people say he's not a quitter. He would never do that. But he's also smart enough to know um, to leave on a high note. I think that's why he came back. I think that's why he came back. But definitely, we're at the United States. God bless you. I'm jealous as hell. Is going to, you guys are entering a golden year. There will be some pain, though. There definitely will be some pain um, to get through this. But by the third year, this is the projections. The privileged ladies, great fortune, unexpected income, message of concern. I mean, really, me? I could, because that's on a good card. That's on the polar bear there. So that, and the polar bear is fortune, and your efforts will bear fruit. So that's what I'm thinking. That I think everybody will get a bump up. If you don't have a job, you'll have a job. If you do have a job, it'll be doing well. Perhaps that's part of the income tax reforms he's bringing in. I don't know what it is, but you guys, dreams are going to be coming true. I think when they say America is back, in 3 years it'll be back. It'll take. You got to undo a lot of things first before it'll get there, but it will get there. Lucky bastards. Well, thank you very much. Good luck to you all. Congratulations. And take good care. We'll see you in the next one.